Hi friends, my name is Miranda Cookson and it's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you to Johnny Reinhard for the invitation. I'm making this video because I'm actually on a flight at this time when you're meeting. So I'm just going to talk a bit about my experience and approach to microtonal music. I think looking back to even before I really started playing microtonal music, I think about all the focus on intonation that I had growing up. Of course, many string players spent a lot of time exploring that. My teacher, Dorothy DeLay, was very adamant about having great intonation, and I think instilled in me a great discipline about it and a sort of care about it. I think what has also helped me with microtonal playing is one, having a good ear. I don't have perfect pitch, but I've had a lot of ear training, and of course I've just been honing and fine-tuning it for many years. So I think that's an important skill, of course, with it, and also having a really kinesthetic sense of my fingerboard. And I'm saying this because, of course, as we know, microtonal music is also a lot about the math and the physics of it, in terms of the overtone series and sense and ratios and so on. And it's important to understand those things, but I think some performers take that more as an approach to how they learn the music and how they hear it and comprehend it. And I would have to say that I'm really guided by my ear and by the physicality of playing. I get all the science, and it helps me to understand it, but I'm certainly not the best at explaining it. So that's just my personal approach to it. I think I was fortunate also when I started playing microtonal music. I was doing that in groups, like small ensembles, because I think the larger, like in an orchestra, it becomes quite unwieldy. And then if you're solo, I mean, at this point, obviously I do that, but I think for really comprehending it, it's so helpful to have other instruments and voices to be interacting with in terms of these intervals and harmonies. So I actually started with the Argento Chamber Ensemble, which I joined when I was just finishing school, and they were quite a new group, and I'd been playing some Sciarrino and some music like that, and they asked me to come in and do as my first thing with them a play on an album of Tristan Murail's music, and I hadn't seen the quarter tone cymbals before and hadn't played them, and it was a tremendous kind of plunge into this music, and having Tristan himself there supervising was a tremendous thing, and all these people who were close to him and working with him. So it was a great way to learn this music and how to play it. And from there we went on through some more of the French spectralists, Rizet, Urel, and so on, and then people like Eno Poppa, and I played some Chelsea and Xenakis. So really got into that whole world and feeling where these things were on my instrument and in my ear, and really realizing and feeling for myself what these things express in each composer's music, which is not always the same, but it's been incredible to me to discover this world. It's kind of like a world opens up, so actually you're getting into these smaller and smaller intervals and finding so much significance and emotional meaning inside of it. So a great step then was working with Georg Friedrich Haas, and exploring his use of 6 tones, 8 tones, 12 tones, and this incredible expressivity that he finds in these intervals, and also the tremendous visceral power that is also generated by the resonance of these harmonies. So I find his music both tremendously specific in a really sort of acute way, and also just elemental and powerful in a very kind of simple primal way as well. So that's been a tremendous experience for me. And I'm also working these days on Manfred Stanke's music. I'm not sure if he's in this conference right now. I just thought I saw his name. But anyway, I've been working on his Capra 4. And he uses sense in his notation. And with his music, I have to say, I found some sound files of the specific intervals, so that I could get them in my ear and make sure I was really hearing the right ones. So for me, that was most helpful. And I also find this piece of his really delightful because it actually has a wonderful kind of lively, lighthearted quality. Rather than kind of getting into the angst of some of these intervals, it kind of has sort of the opposite affect. So anyway, this was a pleasure to chat with you a bit, and I hope I'll see you all in real life very soon. Have a great day. Bye.